Okay, do a walk around video on a 2020 Jayco Melbourne 24 RP. You may get this video for a slightly different unit because they're all fairly similar. Here in the entrance door, we have our leveling panel there, and under the step cover is your house batteries. I can get them open. There we go. I will say right now, this unit is being prepped as I'm doing this, so some things are going to get open for the first time. Main power disconnect with your battery disconnect. Awning switch. Outside speaker light switch. Light switches for the step and for the awning lights. Okay, we're going to continue around the outside. Compartment. Your LP tank. Your yellow fill cap. Your fixed liquid level gauge or outage valve or vent, whatever you want to call it. The technical name is fixed liquid level gauge. Your control valve output, always either all the way on or all the way off. Gauge. Furnace, input and output air for the burner. Cover them with a screen in the summertime so bugs don't turn it into a condo. Refrigerator. You have a boiler. You have all the evaporative tubing going to the absorber, control board, power with fuse, 110 outlet for the 110 operation. Simple. Storage compartment with a light. Outside speakers. Water heater. Atwood water heater. Drain. You want to drain this a couple times a year to keep it from building up sediment in the bottom of the tank. The gas valve. T-stat and ECO. Control board. On the T-stat is a thermostatic fuse. The idea is that if the burner malfunctions, heat comes up here and shuts it off. TNP valve, boiler valve, whichever way you want to call it. Technical name is temperature and pressure. Exhaust comes up through here. And we have another compartment underneath. With a light. Again, the unit is still being prepped. Hasn't been through detail yet. Up here we have backup camera, license plate mount, 7-way trailer connector, 2-inch receiver. This one uses a 30 amp marine style twist lock connector for your power cord. Power cord that's in here is a shop cord. I usually try to do this with the slide outs in, but it's being worked on and we'll get her done. So you can see water hose is hooked up for the city water connection. The city water connection, based on those two valves in the lower right hand corner with 1, 2, 3 above one of them and 4, 5, 6 above the other, does more than that, so we'll get into that. Directly below that is another hose connection. That is your black tank flush. When you hook a hose to that one, it runs water directly to the black tank to rinse it out. Over here you have outside shower, hot and cold, shower head, and then you have a light switch and a water pump switch in there. Your tank dump valves, black and gray, labeled and color coded. Sewer hose hooks up there. Alright, get a little different spot here. These two valves are currently in 1 and 6. 1 and 6 is to fill the freshwater tank. Okay? Excuse me. It's in 2 and 6. Looking at it wrong. 2 and 6 is city water. City water means the hose comes in and goes straight to all your faucets. 1 and 6, if we flip this there, is to fill the freshwater tank. 1 and 4 is country fill. Country fill, your water hook up here becomes the suction side of the pump, and you drop a hose down and it pumps whatever you drop the hose into your tank. Normally we use it to sanitize, which is why at the bottom of the screen it says 1 and 4 is also sanitized tank. What we normally do is take a solution of bleaching water or whatever you want, mix it up, and then drop a hose into it, turn the water pump on, put it in 1 and 4, pump it directly into your fresh water tank, make a few hot laps around the neighborhood to rinse it out. It says slosh it around good, drain it, rinse it, and you're done. 2 and 4 is winterize or sanitize the lines. If you're going to sanitize, you do the same thing. You drop it into a bucket of, whatever cleaning solution you feel comfortable with, run it through all your hoses, then hook it up and rinse it out, and you're done. Winterize, we drop it down into antifreeze, turn the pump on, let it run antifreeze through all our fittings, fixtures, and we're done. 3 and 5 says normal. That normal is using the water pump off your fresh water tank. So for most of your use, you're going to be 1 and 6, 2 and 6, or 3 and 5. Alright? 2 and 6, when you're hooked up at the campground to water. 1 and 6, to fill up your tank before you leave the campground. 3 and 5, for when you don't have water hooked up. Basic and simple. Alright, coming up here forward, we have 2 more compartments. We have a storage compartment here. And then the next one forward is our generator. I can get myself in here. $3,600 watt Onan LP generator. We have starter solenoid, control board, air filter with part number. The yellow cap over there is your oil fill and dipstick. The switch is start, stop, and prime. Okay, stop is also prime. If you hold it in the stop position continuously, it turns on the fuel pump to prime it. In this case, it opens the LP valve. Between the yellow cap and the start stop switch is a circuit breaker that has to be on. That circuit breaker is located right down here. I'm actually touching it with my finger. Very simple. Kind of hard to keep this thing oriented. Start. Press start. There we go. It's running. We're inside the building, so I can't leave it running. Let's stop. Let's stop. On your generator door, you're going to see those little 2 black flippers. When they're horizontal, that's open, and when you put them down, lock them down. To put the door back on, see how well I can do this one-handed, holding a tablet. We're going to put the door up inside. We're going to set it down. Well, maybe I am. There we go. Just like that. Alright. In the front, virtually everything is Mercedes-Benz. Diesel fuel, right here. Fuse panel under the driver's seat. Driver's seat goes forward and backwards and rotates. This lever right here releases it to rotate. Knob here for the front of the seat. Handle up or down. Knob back here for the backrest. Push button. Adjust there. driver's windows. Hood release. We'll do the rest of the driver's area when we get inside. Cargo information, all the stickers, tire pressure, loading, paint, all your paint codes, Jayco sticker. There's a little under here, lift up, raise the hood up. Once we raise it up, we have a prop rod on the passenger side. It goes just like that. It does take 2 hands to do it. Windshield washer solvent, brake fluid, oil filter, engine oil fill, air filter, antifreeze. This is your dash air intake for your HVAC. Your DEF goes here. So make sure DEF here, antifreeze there. Don't mix the two. Other than that, pretty simple. This little brass post is your negative post if you ever have to jump start. This red plastic knob is your positive. Turn it clockwise slightly, push it in, and there's your positive battery post. Your actual battery is under the floor plates next to the driver's seat, but between the driver's seat and passenger seat. Take a pause and then we'll go inside. Alright, so we're going to run the awning now. So you can see the awning out. Turn on the awning lights. LED lights on the lead rail. And these awnings are not extremely fast. They do work pretty good. And it's kind of nice that you don't have all the posts and poles to walk around and hit your head on. So to put it back in, you just reverse the procedure and push the in button. Alright, we're inside. As you can see, your TV works. We're on over-the-air antenna right now.
I put 10 years of my pistol.
Shut that off. We'll go over some of the connections back here. You have a Sony Blu-ray DVD player. Back here is your antenna booster. If the green LED is on, you're on antenna. If it's off, you're on cable. And you have satellite antenna connections up on top. You put the antenna on the roof. It's pre-wired. Sink, nice deep round sink. Spring-loaded doors. Drawers. Mercedes-Benz manual. Touch-up paint kit. Again, it's being prepped as we're speaking, so there's stuff laying everywhere. Doors. Jayco manuals. Remotes. This is the remote for your Blu-ray. TV remote, batteries for the Blu-ray, stovetop, push it in, manually light the burner. You have storage over here on the other side of the TV, and you can see that the microwave plugs in there. Microwave is also a convection oven. Microwave parts, again, it's being prepped, so not everything is up and fully running yet. We're just running through this, trying to get ahead of the game. We are busy. Up here you have generator start and stop, same as outside. If I hold stop, in a few seconds that red light's going to come on. Now we're priming the generator, which in the case of an LP generator just means it's open the gas valve. Hit start, and we're running. Shut it back off. Hour meter. So we got 0.2 hours on it. First generator service is due at 50 hours. Inverter. You have an inverter. I don't know what all it runs. Usually in these coaches, it runs the televisions and an outlet for the bed. And maybe kitchen outlets. To turn the inverter on, we press and hold the button until the red light comes on, we let go. Okay? As long as we're plugged in, it does nothing, but when we lose power, it immediately switches. To turn it off, we hold the button for about a few seconds till it beeps, and let go of it, and light goes out telling us that it's off. Tank monitors. We got LED strip up here. We have buttons here. First button, battery. When we look at the battery, look at the bottom line. All 4 lights are lit. That means we are charging the battery. 3 lights is still a good battery, but it's not being charged. Alright, there's a couple things that matter on that. Freshwater tank, full. The black tank is empty, and gray tank is empty. Then down here we got light switches. Tank heaters, water pump, water heater. And the water heater is LP or gas or electric, and you can have both. LP has the most heat, electric adds heat, or has the least heat, depending on what you want to do. You can have both electric and gas on at the same time. Water pump, when you're not hooked to water, you'll need the water pump on. Now, tank heaters. Just because the tank heater switch is on and lit does not mean the heaters are working. This is where pressing the battery switch and checking, see that all 4 are lit on battery, which means we're charging. So right now, the tank heaters would work. If you only have 3 LEDs, the tank heaters will not work even though they're turned on. And that is so that it doesn't run your batteries dead. Storage. Alright, in here, this hose. That's what I was talking about when we were going over the valve positions on the water. This hose hooks up to the city water and would drop down into a jug of antifreeze or whatever and let it sanitize or winterize. More storage. Your power center is down there. The power converter is on the left side behind the finned opening, and your 110 fuses and 110 break and 12 volt breakers are on the right side behind the door. So if I pop the door open, oops, they changed it on me a little bit. 110 breakers are across the top, 12 volt fuses are vertical, labels on the inner side of the door. Alright, closet, medicine cabinet, bathroom sink, toilet paper holder. Door's off down there because he's still servicing things on the prep. Storage under the sink, spring-loaded doors, foot flush toilet, day-night shades, manual, pull them down, put them back up. Shower door, closes, opens. It is magnetic. Hot and cold water, shower head, toilet. Toilet has a foot flush over here on the side. Step down on it slightly to add water. Step all the way down to flush. And again, it's not finished being prepped. Light switches. We have light switch and we have a fan. The fan is up there. You have to manually open the vent or the fan doesn't blow anywhere. Alright, couch. And it has a Murphy bed in the back of the couch. Oh. Let me find the key. Alright, here's the light switch and our thermostat. System, cool, fan only, off, heat. Okay, temperature, slide control, and this fan control, when we are off or in fan only mode, we can have auto, low or high, fan. Put it on cool, and there will be a delay to prevent it from overloading the compressor. Got to find the key for the Euro loft. Put the bed down. Okay, found the key and put the bed down. Very simple. Turn the key on. Put it up. Push the button up. And it goes up. Push the button down. And it comes down. You have hidden cabinets back up there and lights. Again, push it up. You have emergency exit window back there behind it. When the bed is up, turn the key off and remove it. And then there are cushions so that the bed's a couch. And it also has seat belts. There are 110 outlets on each side here. Dinette also makes into a bed. And a 110 outlet on this side. To make the dinette into a bed, we remove the cushions. We lift up on the front of the table. Lift up on the front of the table and pull outward, and it'll swing down and lay down into a latch. To bring it back up, we raise it up, lift the end, let it down, it locks in place. You have overhead storage above the table. There's a little pull latch right there, so you just put your fingers in the middle, squeeze to unlatch it. Okay. You have boosters for the seats, so that when the seats are rotated, you can sit with yourself up in the air. Storage under the seats, the dinette, and seat belts. Power shade. Switch is right here. And then you have light switches here. You have your second seat booster cushion and your ladder for the overhead bunk. There's also a curtain in here that goes across, close off the front. You have a removable table pedestal here. And then we're going to get into the driver's area. Alright, before I pass up on this is our Bigfoot leveling system. We turn it on with the power switch and we hit auto level. When we hit auto level, it will begin auto leveling. It takes a little time. You'll notice as it levels, you got a low on the right, low on the rear. That's what the yellows mean. So it just raised up the right side. Now it's going to raise the rear up. Oh, might need to bump the right a little more. In any event, it will sit here and level. When it's all done, there'll be a green foot in the center telling you that it's done. It's a Bigfoot jack. You can also, instead of auto leveling, you can press and hold the manual button when you turn it on. It'll light a light over here, and then you can manually run the jacks. Anyways, when it's level, that's what you're going to have is a blinky thing, and then it'll be a solid green. Turn it off, walk away. When you get ready to leave the campground, you turn it on, wait for it to run its diagnostics, hit the retract button, puts the jacks away. Very simple. Emergency retract does not require that the panel be on or even have power. You hit this button, it will yank the jacks up. It won't stop you from driving away with them on, but it will help. I'm going to take a short pause and then we'll come back. Okay, we are in the driver's area. So, mirror controls are here on the front. Select your mirror with this buttons, and up, down, right, left there. And then your window controls here. Paddle shifters, minus, plus. Cruise control is right here on this side of the steering wheel. And there's not anything on this side of the steering wheel. Turn signal has your washer, press, rotate for your different washer speeds, pull back for flash to pass, forward, switch to high beam. Headlight switch down there, rotary, auto, and all your lights positions, fog lights, and then your dash dimmer is right here. Alright, you have a bunch of Mercedes key fobs. They give you 4 of them, okay? Each one of them will unlock or lock the doors. Any one of them will start the vehicle. All they have to be is in the driver's area. So you can throw your keys in the cup holder, step on the brake pedal, push the button, and it starts. You can see your speedometer, your tachometer. See your gauges are in the center. And there is buttons here. Change the positions. So you can go into your trip settings. Under your assistant settings. Hit your home button. Check in your service. So you have a lot of different displays. Okay. Shifter is right here. Reverse, neutral, drive. Push this button for park. Over here is your dash heat controls. Your temperature settings here. Your blower speeds here. And then you got buttons for AC. The center button with the triangle here is your 4-way flashers. Your mirror defrost. Lock and unlock. Radio is not a Mercedes radio. So have a home button. Radio, disc, Bluetooth. Cirrus is not available, so that's not installed. USB, GPS, that's your navigation. Radio, volume. It's also a CD and DVD player. So put a disc in, you go to disc mode. Up here, oh, that's for Mercedes Assistant. There's an emergency plug there. And you got light switches here.
Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz Van Customer Assistance Center. You can also obtain information on our website, ncfans.com, or FreightlinerSprinterUSA.com. Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes. To report a vehicle breakdown or to speak to a representative regarding the status of a request, press or say 1. For Mercedes Pro Connect, press or say 2. If you have a general inquiry regarding our products or services, or wish to make a complaint, press or say 3. To repeat this message, press or say 0. To report a vehicle breakdown or to speak to a representative regarding the status of a request, press or say 1. For Mercedes Pro Connect, press or say 2. If you have a general inquiry regarding our products or services, or wish to make a complaint, press or say 3. To repeat this...
Okay, we got about a minute or so left on this videotape. We'll go through some keys real quick. First key, this one, round, is your paddle latch. This one has a square, that is your deadbolt key. You have a 751 key for some of your outside compartments, and you have this little key that is for your bed. And then you have duplicates of all of that throughout the key ring. Again, there are 4 of these Mercedes Key Fobs, so put them wherever you want, but all the keys are hooked together right now. At this point, I want to take a time to say thank you for shopping the Motorhomes to Go, TerryTown. I thoroughly hope you enjoy your product. If you have any questions or issues, don't hesitate to give us a call. Call our sales department, talk to your salesman, or contact our service department, talk to one of our service people. Thank you for your business. Have a great day. Thanks.